Welcome back.
To Marriage Beyond the Veil.
What you
So today, um, elephant in the room.
got? Okay.
So I've been married 34 years. You've been married twice.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just curious, um, if you have to reflect back on, what do you think, what happened? So did you pick the wrong person? Was it something that you didn't do? Something, I don't want to mention names or anything, but just looking back on those two marriages, and you're in a love relationship right now. But looking at those relationships, what is it that you could share with people who are in love relationships now or looking for love relationships that you could say would be things that you would do differently? Where did you fall short?
Mm-hmm. I think it's communication.
Okay.
I mean, communication is key.
Mm-hmm.
And communicating how you feel, what you think, and then just keep refreshing. Because you say stuff in the beginning, but that's in the, what do y'all call that?
Oh, the early stages? Yeah.
And then you change. Your true person comes out. And then if you, the representative has disappeared.
Yes.
But then as you get to know that person, they get to know you, you start to show your true self and your true colors come out. You need to talk again. And even when you're dating, you need to just kind of have conversations that kind of reiterate what you want in life, where you are today, and how you plan to get there. You can't talk about it on day one and expect on day 300 or 700 that it's going to be the same, because life happens.
Yeah, it does.
As my friend, he always says, life keeps on lifing. And it does. Life keeps on lifing. And so you have to just keep refreshing. And so what you said you were going to do on day one, some of it may get done and some of it may not, because things change. People change, and you get to know each other more, whether that's a positive or a negative. For me, it tends to be a negative, because I have been married twice. I want this last time to be it.
Okay.
And
so do I.
I'm desperately trying to take it slow, give time, and make sure that we both are doing what's right for both of us.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to be the common denominator a third time for a third divorce.
Well, good. And I'm glad that, and another thing that I love that you've done, you have taken the time to, if you don't mind me sharing, go to therapy and work on yourself.
Yeah.
To try and see if you can figure out what are some of the things that you need to do differently, or what are some of the things that you need to continue to do. But I will share this with you as your sister. The one thing that I can honestly say that I believe has been one of Fred and I's strongest is, one, the communication. But two is, selflessness. Selflessness. Because at no point in time am I ever really thinking about me without thinking about him. When I go to the store, when I get up in the morning, when I go to bed at night, when I make decisions about my life, when I do anything, I'm always considering him. It's selflessness. But make no mistake, and I share this with women that I coach, according to the Bible, God created me to be a helpmate to him, but I am still the gift.
Yeah.
And I feel like I should be treated with that level of respect all the time, and so in looking through a window, I would always look to see if there's communication, if there is selflessness.
Yeah.
What can I do to assist you? I mean, even like when I call you, you're not even my husband, but you are my other half in twinship.
Yeah.
And so when I'm on my way over here, or we're getting ready to do something, what I always say, do you need anything?
Mm-hmm.
How can I help you? And you do the same thing for me. Today I'm not feeling my best because I did have some dental work done. I've got a little bit of a headache, and you keep saying, well, how can I help you? You was like, I'll come over, or, whatever. I was like, no, let me come over to you. But like I said, selflessness.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
No, and I want to bring this up because it's always something that comes to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Is when we were growing up, Daddy would always get like Mom's tea and her wine. Mm-hmm. He would stop and get on his way home from work and have it there for her because she didn't drive, so she couldn't stop on the way from the bus. Couldn't tell the bus to stop at the store so she could get what she needed. So he always had what she needed, and he always made sure it was in the house. And then even as we got older and he couldn't, he would have us make sure we got it.
Yeah, but he did it until he couldn't
do it anymore. And I mean, that small act of selflessness resonated with us growing up because that's how we were raised. You help, you provide, you give of yourself. And if you give of yourself and that person receives it and appreciates the gifts, then it makes the relationship so much better. I've watched you and Fred over the years, and I admire how you two both operate in selflessness.
Yeah. So anyway, that was one key word that I wanted to lift up, and I just wanted to get your take on the two marriages, and like I said, I know that you're in a love relationship right now, and what that looks like moving forward. I would always tell people to take your time. Fred and I got married inside of 3 months, but that was not the norm. And we were both very clear on what we wanted and what we did not want. So, until tomorrow,
if the Lord says the same,
have a great evening.
Good night.